Very good. We are work gini. Mic check 1 2. Iwinja chief.
Awinji maler baba. Iwinja.
Awinji. You know, isaka nini. Alright, let's begin.
Okay.
Welcome to Heart of...
Welcome to another episode.
Heart
of the matter.
Take it away. We should have coordination. Who is starting? Who is talking?
Today I'm the host.
Go.
I'm kicking you out of this space because I feel like I need to bring some energy into this thing.
Go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Heart of the Matter. We welcome you from wherever you are. We are bringing it closer to your home on your couches. Please like, subscribe, and show us some love. Comment. Let us know what you feel, what your thoughts are in this amazing podcast that we're having. Today I'm gonna be your host, the one and only Omosh TM, and I'm with my man,
Greg himself. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, sir. Let me just start this amazing podcast by giving you a bit of history. My friend, you're going to love this one.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm representing today?
LA Dodgers.
The Dodgers. Los Angeles Dodgers.
Oh my Lord.
Dodgers won the World Series. I know you're a Yankee fan because you're from, the East Coast. But let me give you a brief history. And this is amazing. Look at me when I'm talking to you, boy. You're going to love this one. So, the Dodgers have won the championship several times, okay? They've dominated the major league. But the most amazing history about the Dodgers is in 1988, they won the World Series, right? Mm-hmm. And they didn't win it until 2020.
Okay.
When they won. The last time they won the series was in 2020. Mm-hmm. And now, was it on Tuesday or Wednesday night? They finally beat the New York Yankees to win another trophy, the World Series, in 2024. Now here's the juice. Are you ready for the juice?
Give me juice.
In 1988, when the Dodgers won the World Series, who else won the championship? Do you want to know?
Who?
Yes, sir, the Los Angeles Lakers. In 2020, when the Dodgers won, okay, the World Series,
I know
who else won the championship? Your guess is as good as mine. The Los Angeles Lakers.
Yes.
2024, the Dodgers, the team, the LA team, the Hollywood, a perfect series that was tailored this season with Otani, okay, Freeman on the other side. Mm-hmm. They brought in the World Series. Do I need to tell you what is going to happen in the NBA? Do I need to tell you what is going to happen? History is repeating itself here on the Ek, and I keep on telling you that this season, the Lakers are a different team to reckon with. The Lakers are playing a different kind of basketball that not any other team is playing in the league currently. Okay. And take this to the bank, mark my words. Just like the Dodgers have won the World Series, and history has shown us that when the Dodgers win, everything goes to Hollywood. Be it as it may, the Lakers are the incoming NBA champions. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers. I don't know what you think, my brother. Let me give you this moment to, I know you're a Yankees fan, it's okay, but just give the Dodgers their flowers, and then we can continue with this amazing podcast. I have good topics lined up for you, but give the Dodgers their flowers first.
Congratulations to the Dodgers. A big congratulations to Otani. I think I don't want to talk much because I have gone on record and I've said that a lot of times. I don't know anything much about baseball. I have embraced sports. But as I said, this is not a podcast where I'll come and lie to everyone that, oh, I know everything about sports. So, even you saying I'm a Yankees fan, Yankees are New York, right? Yeah, New York Yankees. I think I can't even mention one player from the Yankees. That's how much I don't watch baseball. Like, I know it's fun attending baseball events, people go there and you chug your beer and have fun and enjoy they saying the innings. So they have innings and they have outings.
And innings, outings, and runnings, or whatever that is, bro.
See, I have no clue, but the Dodgers, you guys are, what do they call themselves if they win? World Series?
World Series, yes.
World champions of what? But anyway. Big up Noah Lyles. Anyway, congratulations to the Dodgers. And I heard baseball might be in the Olympics this coming 2028.
Yeah, they're pushing for it. I wonder who they're gonna play, but be it as it may, baseball, American football, they're really pushing for, and softball, they're pushing for those things to be in the Olympics. So we wait to see how it's gonna, roll out.
Okay, yeah, I can't say much about baseball, but I saw the World Series champs. I saw the Otani this season. I think he did a record 50-50. It was something big, 50 and 50 and something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the much I know about baseball. No hate to the baseball fans. You guys go enjoy. The same way we enjoy NBA and other sports. So, congratulations to the Dodgers. Send me my hat also so I can swag. I see you are dripping.
Yes, I'll get you something, of course. Do you want the Yankees hat or what team do you want?
I don't know. Let people from Heart of the Matter select a team for me to start supporting in baseball. Maybe once I have a team I can start watching. But don't let it not be the Orioles. I heard they have a team called Orioles. But anyway, as it may.
Yeah. Chief, moving on. Now that we've given the Dodgers their flowers and we've seen, you say you don't know much about baseball. I've given you a brief history. So just pin it here. You see? Watch. Pin it here. Just pin it here, that history. We shall review this in June, okay?
Lakers are going.
Something has been happening. Let's talk about the NBA. Let's talk about something that we are accustomed to. Something is happening, and before this season started, on Diek, you told me something, and there's something that you were really adamant of. That Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo, this is their season. However, as a record show, I'm here. I just opened the standings, NBA standing. The Milwaukee Bucks are finding it really rough this season. Milwaukee Bucks are number 14 in the Eastern Conference. Okay.
Say the right number. We are second last.
Yes, but overall in the whole league, you're number 3. So you still have, there's something. But the most interesting thing about, let me focus, you're the second last in the Eastern Conference, okay? You're just above Detroit.
That shows how tough the East is. Okay.
And whatever is putting you above Detroit are the points average percentage. In fact, you tie at everything. Your percentage is 0.167. Detroit is 0.167. Okay. Both Milwaukee Bucks and Detroit Pistons have played 6 games. Okay. This is another fact I'm giving you for this season. Milwaukee Bucks have played 6 games. And Detroit Pistons have played 6 games. Like I said, all of you are number 15. We are not. I think your name is what's putting you above Pistons as per the stats now. Both of you have played 6. Both of you have won 1 game and lost 5. But the most amazing part about Detroit, and the reason why to me I feel like Detroit Pistons should be above you, is the only win Detroit Pistons have this season is against Milwaukee.
Why are you very happy?
It's just funny. It's a funny stat. That the only win that Detroit have this season is against Milwaukee. Okay? But be it as it may, let me ask you, because you are this is your team, you are the center of it. Why are you guys struggling?
Okay. everyone asks me that question because we are only 5 games in a row we've been losing. Yesterday, I was like, I was watching the game against the Cleveland, and in my head I said, if we beat the Cleveland who are unbeaten, that might forgive all our sins, and we'll be like, we've beaten the dominant team, But then, last minute, this man, Donovan Mitchell, put us back in our place with 1 point. And I was very sad because I knew this podcast I'll get the heat. But who am I? I faced the heat head on. What is wrong with the Milwaukee Bucks? Number one, I will say we have the worst defense I've ever seen ever since Jrue Holiday left. We are having a very big hole at the defensive line where all teams can go through very easily. That is a very big challenge we are facing. Number two, as much as yesterday he played well, Damian Lillard, the game he played yesterday, this guy is a very on and off. He's not somebody we can account for. The reason we signed Damian Lillard in the Milwaukee Bucks is because we want 3-pointers.
But
Damian Lillard...
He had 41 points yesterday, bro. Why are you...
Didn't I not congratulate? I congratulated him for yesterday. But what about these other 4 games that we lost? I've been watching him like a hawk. The main reason we brought him...
He had 4 points.
The main reason we brought Dame Lillard to the Bucks is because we were short of 3-point shooters. Especially with the Middleton being unpredictable and, on the bench, you never know when he is on and off. We knew Dame is somebody who is always constant. So if you have Dame and Giannis will be the paint will be playing on the paint. Dame will be playing on the arc. That's not what's going on. And I have been seeing how these threes have been, the 3-point shots that he's been making. Bro, I don't know what's going on. I feel like something, I don't know, maybe Goggins worked him out too much. Now I'm thinking. Number 3, I would say maybe the new coach staff that we have. They should speak one language or they should all go home. Because I feel like the way the team plays, you can just feel something is still off. By now, we should be synchronized. But the synchrony is not there.
That's true. I agree with you.
And finally, maybe the thing that is very controversial, but I think it's what Milwaukee needs now more than ever. Please, we need the return of our GOAT, Thanasis Antetokounmpo. We need Thanasis Antetokounmpo back to the Bucks.
I told you this sometime back.
I agree with you.
Yes,
That might just be it. We need that person in the locker room to tell us, go. That person to psych the players up. Because the bench is very quiet all of a sudden. So, if those 4 things can be worked on... But the defense, man, I don't know. And the thing is, so I was trying to figure, if we want to get like a chief defensive player, whom we don't even have anyone to trade. Our team has nobody.
I feel you, my brother. I feel you, and
Giannis is doing everything by himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take 1 minute silent for the falling people.
And to make matters worse, this same team that is unbeaten, we're still facing them again on Monday. Now in their hometown. After they beat us in our hometown. I don't know what else to do, man. It's painful to be a sports fanatic. I'm warning anyone who wants to be in sports. This is how the Lakers have been feeling.
What do you mean, Lakers?
This is how you people no, before this season. Maybe this season I'm seeing you guys. This is how it feels to lose.
Let me ask, what did you win last season that you're saying before this season?
We are in a threatened position to not even make the playoffs, Chief.
Odiek, we made playoff last season. We won the in-season tournament. You guys didn't win anything. What are you saying that the Lakers? We are the most successful franchise in the NBA.
No, you guys had to go into the
You
playoffs
can't
through the playing tournament. When was the last time? Tell me,
Okay.
after COVID, since that trophy you are highly celebrating. Tell me when you guys went to the playoffs clean. You always have to go through that four teams side by side.
It's okay.
Jeez.
It is not how you get to the playoffs. It's what you do during the playoffs.
No.
What? Do you know we went to the Western Conference Final last season? Are you aware of that?
Last season,
Yeah.
wasn't it Timberwolves and Luka? Don't lie to the people, Buana. We watch NBA. Which season did you last go to the playoff finals? The only thing you won was the Emirates.
The season that Denver won. We went to the finals. But anyway, we were not talking about the Lakers. We're talking about the Bucks.
Yeah, talk about the Bucks, man.
And I want to agree with you. One thing about championship, once you win a championship, it says a lot about that team and how that team has been assembled. That's where I'll start. But let me just acknowledge that I feel your pain. I've heard how you speak and I feel your pain. But I don't care, bro. You deserve to be beaten. Okay? You can lose however much you want. I don't care. Okay? But I feel your pain. I just want to get that out of the way. Now that I've said my piece, let me try and dive in and look at how this Bucks is. When you win a championship, and the Bucks 2020, Bucks 2021 was one heck of a team. Their defensive prowess were being led by the one and only Drew Holiday. But there's something about a team, a franchise winning championship. Every during off season, every team wants a piece of these players that have built you guys assembled to win your championship. And at the same time, the role players, they also want their cut in the cake. They want to get paid. So if you don't give them the cut they want, they're gonna go look for it somewhere else. And I think that's what Milwaukee Bucks gambled. They underrated for lack of a better word, I would say you guys underrated the importance of Drew Holiday in your team. I'm not saying you guys didn't need them, which in reality them didn't want to go to Milwaukee. They wanted to go to Miami Heat. But be it as it may, he's in Milwaukee right now, and losing Drew Holiday to your arch rivals, the Boston Celtics, that was a shot in the head for Milwaukee. So the last of season, you've tried to bring in a few pieces, Dylan Wright, Gary Trent Jr., but they're yet to make that impact. They're yet to give us defensive solidity that Drew Holiday had with you guys when he was there. So I agree with you that your defense is wanting. I'm not saying that it's something that will continue through the entire season, but it's wanting. We need to see a change in your defense. I also agree with you in your coaching adjustments that people the Milwaukee team is trying to adjust to Doc Rivers' playing system, and especially in defense. But however, Doc Rivers' defensive coaching has come under scrutiny, especially how he uses his players like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Dame, who is not a defensive player, how he uses them, and even how the stabilization that he builds in his defensive team. So that's also a point of concern. Now, another thing that I've also noticed with Milwaukee are the injuries. I always call this guy Kate, but whatever this guy's name is, Middleton. Let me use Middleton today. I think the absence of Middleton in Milwaukee is kind of putting that, is shaking the chemistry that the big three of Milwaukee should have. That is Giannis, Dame, and Middleton. So I feel like probably we might see a change moving forward if Middleton can come back. You remember last season he didn't play much, and even when he came, now when the chemistry was building, Giannis was out. So I think injuries have been a concern to Milwaukee Bucks. I'm just hoping that when he gets to be healthy and come back, all three will be healthy, and we will see a different Milwaukee Bucks for sure. And the last thing I want to say is offensive struggle. Milwaukee Bucks lacks the offensive prowess. Yes, Damian Lillard is, putting up big numbers. Giannis Antetokounmpo is, as consistent as he's always been. But in your offense, despite the two giving us their best offensive prowess, you lack the backup from the whole team. Your your bench power is wanting. And this is seen by you guys losing DiVincenzo to Knicks, and now he's gone to Timberwolves. You've lost quite a couple of pieces in your offensive backup. So I think this is also another issue that needs to be addressed, and a core needs to be built around your big stars. I'm not saying I won't write you guys off, because I feel like Milwaukee, when you have Giannis, you can never count them out. But at the moment, I think these are the major issues that are really ailing Milwaukee, and it's just a matter of time before you guys can find a solution to it. Final, and I'm glad that you agree with me. Okay? Let your GM get a piece of paper and sign the MVP of that team. And the MVP of that team is none other than Thanasis. You always ask, why is LeBron performing this season? Bro, we need Bronny James.
But that's not the case, though. That wasn't the case. The day Bronny was on the court with him, he was scoring dismally. But then that day when Bronny was sent to G League and he was just by himself, Mane dropped a triple-double.
Bronny is not in the G League. Bronny is played against the Cleveland, bro.
Bro, these are just history-making games that he's being given.
It's never a matter of Bronny being around or not on the egg. Bronny being there, that is the most important thing. Whether LeBron drops 2 points, the main thing is, did he play his role in ensuring that this team is anchored? And let me tell you, like I said, the Dodgers did the thing. The ball is on our court. Okay? But let's move on swiftly, now that we've talked about the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and I wish the biggest mistake we ever did was, just because we lost the series to Miami, we fired our coach, Budenholzer. I feel like that was also a very wrong move we did. Because, man, looking back the other day, I was like, Chris Middleton was hurt. Giannis had like a calf injury and he only played like the last 2 games. So it wasn't the coach's fault. And I don't know why he was fired. I think somebody in the locker room just didn't like Budenholzer. But anyway, as it may.
Yeah, at some point I feel like, especially after winning a championship, there is so much pressure and expectation that comes to the franchise that sometimes we tend to forget, especially as fans and even the people who are in charge. Sometimes they tend to overlook that the same person who brought you the championship, you're telling them that they brought you to this level, but now you're telling them that if they lose 2 or 3 games, then they are not achieving the level that you guys are, and you're forgetting that he's the one who brought you to that level. You feel what I'm saying?
I totally understand.
You guys can mourn however much you want. We don't care in the NBA. The NBA continues. Let the winning team win. To hell with those that are not winning. And you can sort your own issues. We will wait for you when you're here.
You're very rude.
Yesterday you guys played the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we can't talk about the Bucks and not give the Cleveland their flowers. They're 7-0, the only team that has won 7 games in the NBA this season, and Cleveland is playing a very, very. And I remember before the beginning of this podcast, I think you mentioned Cleveland in one of the teams to watch. And I think your prophecy is coming to pass because this team is playing a good offensive basketball. Their new coach, Kenny Atkinson, has implemented a more dynamic offense. They're sharing the ball. They are not selfish with the ball. They've built a core, and the movement in their offense is so swift. They're playing a balanced offense. Their scoring is dynamic. I remember a game against Detroit Pistons. No player in Cleveland Cavaliers scored over 20 points. But they still managed to get 113 against 101 win. That tells you how fluid this offense is, and how organized these people are, and how unselfish basketball they're playing. Because you look at some teams, somebody will score 60 points and they've lost. And I want to mention, but we've had a series where some people scored 60 points and that team lost. But you see how Kenny Atkinson has mobilized and organized this team, especially in the offensive side. Is, yes, the superstars, Donovan Mitchell, Mr. Spider, can go and express himself however he wants. But at the end of the day, is that team chemistry, and they seem to have found that team chemistry in the offense. The defense too is not an issue, because their defense is giving opponents, like yesterday. You guys, in as much as they had 40 points against them, but you could see Milwaukee was struggling in the offense, and you were relying on the individual brilliance, not your team brilliance. So that defense has made every team they match up with, given them a tough time to score. They don't have the best defense in the league, but they know how to manage their defense, so that when they meet a formidable opponents like Milwaukee Bucks, they know how they navigate and hold their entire team offensive side, so that they don't punish them. And also another thing that I've noticed about the Cleveland Cavaliers, and what's making them shine this season, is their player development. How they're using Josh. His name is Jarrett Allen, not Josh Allen. Josh Allen is Jarrett Allen. How bro, he's a big man, and for the longest, I think he's been underrated in the league. But the numbers he's putting in the defense, you see how Spider is coordinating with this young team. Darius Garland, these players, they had the potential. We've known they've had the potential for the longest, but how the game has integrated this season is just making this basketball team a team to reckon with. And the Lakers, we faced them the other day, bro. We struggled. We really struggled. You guys played them yesterday. It was a tight game for the most part.
we just
I'm
couldn't
just
go
praying
past
for you
them.
guys. Yeah, I'm just praying for you guys on Monday. I hope something.
Because we'll be in their side, and that's the thing. As I said, I was hoping we break their streak. That will give us some, like, okay, they have been losing, but they broke the streak of the most unbeaten team. And I think this new Cleveland coach is doing all he can to ensure that the team is solid. One thing I really like about them is the way you said the team is balanced. They're sharing their points evenly and so perfectly. They know who is in charge, and that's Donovan Mitchell. I remember we had him in our teams. We both had him for some time. We traded him, but every time we trade a player, they pull up and show what they're made of. So that really impressed me personally, and I feel like it's a beautiful team. I think they are one to look out for. They'll definitely make the playoffs. I'm saying if things go as they are. Remember, we predicted earlier maybe Celtics versus Philadelphia for the Eastern Conference. It might just be Celtics versus the Cleveland.
And the way things look, the two. I mean, Celtic lost one game, but Celtic are behind them as number 2 in the East. So
And then you know what that means, eh? If your theory is to pass, we might have Lakers versus Cleveland for the finals.
That's gonna be amazing, bro. That's
Bronny James
matchup.
to his father and Bron. Hey, can you imagine Kevin Holland? Bronny James to LeBron and it's
I know that's gonna be a banger, bro.
in Cleveland where they were born. He's doing wonders.
I think if that happens and the Lakers win,
You won't win, but I'm seeing it happen.
bro, that Cleveland cannot beat us in a game 7.
No, they'll beat you in a game 4.
No. But if that happens, and I think that will be LeBron's last season, because that will be just
But
perfect career.
if I was a NBA scriptwriter, that's what I would be molding. Let's have a Cleveland versus Lakers, so that LeBron and the Sun play both in Cleveland and LA, and then they win game 5 in Cleveland where they were born.
That's a Hollywood.
And then we ensure LeBron passes to Bronny for the buzzer beater, and then we kill it. NBA, call me for scripting. I'm a very good man. I can script very hard. Can you imagine that script? Buzzer beater, Bronny James. It's good. Bro, if you just hear Kevin Holland say, it's good, and then they... Can you imagine?
That's off the books from Hollywood. Like, you
NBA.
can't have a better script than that, bro.
I'm your script writer. The way it's starting, we will buy that script, and people will dig it.
Give my guy. I'm glad that you're putting the Lakers there. That's the most amazing. That's
I'm just...
That's the cherry. That's the icing on the cake. But talking about teams that are flying, bro. Last season we had a very exciting team, which in one of our episodes we had a moment for them. We won't go to that moment, but OKC, bro. OKC has picked it from where they
OKC.
Tell me something about this team. Why do you think this team, what is their secret ingredient, bro? Because they seem to, we thought that maybe it was just a one-hit wonder. Now they're proving to be a force to reckon with, and you can't go to OKC anymore.
Yeah, they banned OKC. Oklahoma banned us because of the podcast we did. Now we can't visit that state. But you know, they're proving that still they're the only thing that's good in Oklahoma. They are doing big things, and I think the main thing that's making them stand out is their unity, bro. Like, they are young and they are united, bro. That's why I always say, if youths unite and they know their goal, bro, nothing can stop them. They are the youngest, and they are like, even this is the only team where their post-match interviews, they all surround each other and do the interviews together.
And Draymond Green had an issue with that.
Yeah, he had an issue with that. He had an issue with that, which I support Draymond Green on that one.
Yeah, for the first time you agreed with Draymond Green. Why do you say so? Just
that's the only thing I don't like. To some point, like, I like the fact that they're united. Be there, be respectful. You know, be the team. That's okay. But bro, I'm a media guy. And Draymond was clear. We want to hear the MVP of the game's opinion. But when I'm doing this, bro, editing is hard. When I'm doing this edit and putting it on our page, I don't want to hear Shai saying, so, you know, I scored 31 points because, when people are like, hey, 31, hey, and then it's being pat on the back, and then they go around the media guy, then they come back. You're giving the cameraman too much, you know, like, let's focus. After that, we can celebrate in the locker room, bro. That's why they usually call one person. They don't call the whole team, like, all of you come. However, as much as that is, their unity, I think right now they have the right to do that because they are winning. Trust you me, when they start getting hooped. You won't see no 5 people in the media.
If they're getting hooped, they won't even have a chance to get interviewed because they only interview the winning team.
Exactly, and I'm just saying, even if like they like let's say Bucks right now. If let's say they win a game after 5 beat downs,
Oh, yeah.
you won't see all of them coming back. Hey, yeah, we are back. Oh, this is it. No, but I think like that's just their culture too. Like I think that's how they're trying to create their brand. Like OKC will always be united. Will always like stand with your person. I like sometimes when they like talk and this person says something, this person contributes. But that roof that Draymond was saying, and you saw the clip I sent you. This interviewee was just asking Shai something. No, not Shai, but he was asking Chet something. And Shai comes. Shai is an MVP, bro. There is something about being MVP. And I think LeBron should start a class teaching people how to be MVP. There is some class you should have where if you are in front of the camera, there's a way you carry yourself. But I remember Chet was being asked something, and while in the middle of him answering, Shai comes, grabs the microphone, and just and then gives back the microphone.
It's
Bro,
excitement, bro.
The eardrum of the person doing sound is gone.
I mean, I don't want to take anything away from them, but I also just let me adjust something here.
They
But
deserve
also,
it though.
Yeah, I also understand from your perspective that when they were on the court, if somebody just ran in when they were about to go for a layup or a fast break, then how frustrating that would be. And maybe that was the basket that would, change or make them win. So it's only fair for them to give the interviewing, because these people are also doing their job, just like they're done with their job. But also, like you said, they're still a young team who are trying to figure this out, and to them, probably that's what makes a lot of sense. So I agree with you. It's right. It's right both ways. They just need to be guided, and I think their leader is Shai, and Shai is still young as well.
Yeah, and
But
there is a tongue twister. I just said it randomly at work. At work I always discuss topics about OKC and stuff. I don't know how I came up with it, but it went something like Shai is no longer shy of shooting shots to the, Shai, and I agree. Shai is doing his thing, and right now. Yeah. As much as it is, if that's what they want to do.
He's averaging 30.7 rebound and 6 assists.
That's your substitute, right? He's in your team. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in my team. And his leadership and scoring prowess is the core of that team. And it's really pivotal for them to, how the success that they're having right now. I also want to say that I think they have the best defense in the league right now.
Yep.
Chet leading, and Chet's movement in the paint, defensive movement on the paint, and he's because Chet also is averaging like 19 points, 9 rebounds. So Chet and Shai have they're averaging close to, I would say, 16 rebounds a game, and that gives them a good depth in defense.
Chet. Yeah, and Chet also, what did he do? I saw their game also against the Spurs the other day. He outshined Wemby on that game. He all the time people say Wemby always outshines him, but this one, he proved himself, and I feel like maybe I can ask you, so far, till now, and I know you are going to this, but let me just chip it in because we are on that trajectory. Which team has your best formidable duo so far?
Which team has the best formidable duo so far? It goes back to Celtics. One, because they are winning. Because I would say, if you look at the numbers that are out there, and the duos we have, Chet and Shai, that they're also in that equation. You have Giannis and Dame; they're there. You are, even if Dame is not giving you consistent numbers, but
we can't call them formidable right now. No, I'm saying so far. Right now they are at the bottom of the list, bro.
Okay, I would say LeBron and AD.
Thank you. I was thinking that too.
And I can't just take off because in as much as we haven't seen much of Jalen Brown, Tatum is dragging him along. And that's what superstars are. That when the other one is, and that's why I'm also the only reason why Dame and Giannis might not be there is because they're not winning. But what superstars does is when one is struggling, they will drag the other one, and they'll make life hard for opponents until the other one get their ish together. So if you look at the numbers Tatum has been putting across the seasons since, and also the yoker with Jamal Murray, because that's his other, paired partner. He's dragging him along until the day Jamal will meet the Lakers, and then he removes his clothes.
Yes. Keep going.
Yeah, so I would say the biggest formidable duo right now in the NBA is LeBron and AD. And then second behind them I put Tatum, because Tatum is putting numbers that he's on a mission. I can't wait for the game against Stephen Kerr. But because we are there, did you finish with your OKC? Is there anything you wanted to add up?
No. Go ahead.
Okay. Just mentioning teams that are thriving before we go to our next topic. And now that I've mentioned Tatum and brought in Stephen Kerr, bro. The Warriors, bro.
Why you look so worried?
I'm not worried. I'm just shocked.
Why are you shocked?
The Warriors lost Klay Thompson, and we thought, and they didn't do much in the off season, and we thought, oh, the Warriors are done. 2 games into the season, Steph Curry twisted his ankle, and now we said, okay, the Warriors are now gone. The Warriors are 3-2, bro. The Warriors are 3-2. Confirm the position in the league right now. The Warriors' position in the league is the Western Conference. They're the number 3. In fact, they're 5-1. They've only lost 1 game. And they're the number 3 in the league, bro. Without Steph.
Let me tell you why that is going on. As I said, we talk about sports sometimes because I work in a sports event center, and sport is something that's really interesting. I had the same conversation you're having with my guy. Remember the guy who you asked me to research with?
You should bring him one day on this.
I'll tell him one day. We'll call him in so he can give us. Bro, that guy has facts and figures, but I told him the same story. He said, Clay's gone, Curry is not sinking. They're gonna be the worst team this season in the West. And you know what this guy told me like a joke. And I didn't even pay attention. I brushed him off. He said, you guys traded for Buddy Hield though. You guys are, people are looking down on Buddy Hield. I think that's his name. And I was like, Buddy Hield can't do anything. Because I didn't hear him much before. But now I'm the Warriors, bro. I'm realizing how good of a player this guy is. This guy is the one who is single-handedly, without Clay, without Steph, without the duo. Bro, but he is the one doing everything right now.
That's true.
So I think that was a very perfect addition, given that nobody even paid attention to him before, and like Warriors, whoever signed him knew what he wanted, and he's proving to people like, yes, I am worth what I came here for. And I'm not as shocked that Warriors are doing good, because apart from that, they also have like good players. As much as people don't like it, Draymond is really good defensively, protecting the team and all. So yeah, you can't count everything out, bro. These people are playing well. I'm not worried about the Warriors. They'll make playoffs.
No, to be honest, I knew Buddy Hield was a good 3-point, shooter, but he was in Utah. At some point with the Lakers, we really wanted him, especially after 2020 when we lost our championship team. And the only thing when we lost KCP and LeBron, we needed somebody to, somebody who can shoot. But Hill was fronted. He went even play with Tyrese in Indiana. He went to 76ers, played with Embiid for I think last season or the previous season. I've known him for the longest. That I even know the teams he's played for. I know he's rated among the top. What I didn't see is, bro, that is what, the Warriors' mechanism is 3 points. And the Warriors trading for him, Steve Kerr knew who exactly to bring to replace the Splash Bros. And for the longest, I thought he was washed. That's why I was like, he's good, but he won't give us the numbers we expect. But it's just a proof that when the system works for you, bro, it's going to work. And if you get somebody who can shoot from deep, take them to the Warriors, however washed you might think they are, crazy. But anyway, we're just mentioning the Warriors. We wish them all the best. All we know, they won't make it in the West because the West is already tied. Lakers is going to take it. Talk of teams that are, then I wouldn't say per se they're struggling, the Denver Nuggets. And what's funny about the Denver Nuggets, this is a championship team. Leading into this season, I think they were the top-rated team in the NBA that might give us shockwaves. Right now, they're sitting comfortably at number 11.
They are not worried. They are not worried. I won't be even worried. Jokic hasn't even started playing. Jokic is still on the bench.
That's the thing, bro. Jokic has been putting up MVP numbers, bro.
But he's not started yet.
He's only
that is the relaxed
Jokic game. But the Denver Nuggets are struggling. We can't. This is not the Denver Nuggets position after 6 games. We both know. So, you say you're not worried about the Denver Nuggets. We're yet to see that. But is it balanced? That Jokic is overperforming, but the team is not.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what's also happening in the Bucks. Like, I don't know. I think people are still in the summer, what is it called? Summer system. Like, this first month of games will still be clad. That's why I'm not really paying attention to the stats right now, because if you put it in your heart, you might be very disappointed. But, bro, once that Emirates Cup begins, that's when I'll start looking at records, bro. And I'll start paying full attention. I'm not worried about the team sitting in position 13. And, bro, I kid you not, by Christmas Day, the Bucks will be top 3 in that Eastern Conference. Nuggets will be top 3 in the West. Lakers will go back to 9 where they belong. I delete and apologize for the last comment.
Don't annoy me this early morning, please. But as we talk about teams that are struggling or teams that are yet to give us what we expect, I wanted us to talk about the Spurs, and then they won yesterday and they leaped to number 9. But is it too early or too late to probably say that Wemby and Chris Paul is not something that is built for the long run?
Why?
Because we haven't seen much of that chemistry yet. Wembanyama has only had 1 game that he dominated.
Of course, yeah.
For the majority of games, we're seeing the same numbers he was putting last season, the same numbers he's still putting this season. We haven't seen, because the anticipation was when Wembanyama was going to be unlocked to be this pitbull in the league, and everybody who's coming to face the Spurs would be just scared. But he's giving us good numbers. Like the other day, he gave us 5 and 5 by 5 game. But we haven't seen a 30-point game a triple-double or maybe a double-double for Mbanyama where he just dominated the offense and defense. I mean, he dominated people was yesterday in your defensive player of the year.
The defensive player of the year could do nothing but watch.
He had a rough time defending Mbanyama.
You saw it. But bro,
Think, bro?
But before, let me just take a small detour before I tell you about Wemby. This defensive player of the year, Brown dunked on him. He almost hit him with a. He doesn't like to be dunked on. He moves out of the paint, bro. This guy, and bro, you might see he's still the defensive player again this year, which might be hard though because Chet is the one who deserves it so far.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
If he's defensive player of the year, bro, I'm throwing hands. I'm definitely gonna throw hands, bro.
But you know, that's the thing that we always see in the NBA. Snubs and stuff. But anyway, Wembanyama, I feel like, just like Giannis and Lillard last year, you know, it's their first time together. But Chris Paul already knows him. Chris Paul is giving him good passes. And one thing I can see from Wemby, he's more of like, he's not a selfish player. He's a star, but I think he doesn't want to own it. You know, someone like Giannis, he knows he's a star. He'll want to go to the basket. LeBron will want to go to the basket. Timberwolves, Edwards will want to go to the basket. But Wemby, sometimes I see like this is an open basket for you, but then he'll pass it to Sohan.
But that's the thing, bro. Wemby is the star. Sometimes you have to be selfish for your team to win.
But that's what I'm saying. He's not doing it though. Because sometimes I see Chris Paul giving him a clean pass, but then he'll also pass it again. I'm like, yo, you could just finish that. So all we need is Wemby. You know, people even used to say, oh, Tatum, you can be MVP, but he needs to be a little aggressive. Yeah, because he plays, you know, he's the nice guy. Oh, I don't want to hurt I don't want to step on anyone's toes. But sometimes leadership has shown that you have to bring that effect, that agitating effect a bit. So, anyway, it's too early, I'm saying. It's too early, I don't want to say it right now. I'll start really digging deep when it comes to this championship. So we see what people do when there's something on the line. Because right now, all the players are like, we still have 30 games, we can come back. Oh, it's not even 30, it's almost 50 games to go, bro. Almost 60.
Something.
Yeah, bro. Even if it were you.
It's 7 something because we.
And you know the
team that has played a lot of games is Cleveland with 7 games. And we have 82 games in a season. So
yeah.
That's like
and the best
73 games left.
And the best season ever was done by the Warriors, I think, when they had 73 and 7.
And, yeah, so.
And so, you know, that gives teams like, so you only need like at least 65 to make the playoffs, or even 50. 50 is good for you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, so right now, let us leave it at that. I don't want to dig deep on Wemby, he's done. No. I'll give him some bit of time.
And we can't talk about all the, you know, the 20 teams in the league, but we can just mention a few. So far, if we leave alone the Celtics, which is unfortunate, we haven't talked about much about the Celtics, 76ers, Knicks, who we thought would, you know, all these teams. We haven't even talked about the Clippers and their new Intuit Dome. But so far, just your general prediction, like you said, we are like 73 games to go.
Yes.
If you were to make a prediction on one team that people should watch out for, they haven't unlocked their potential yet, but if things go well for them, they have a prowess to cause shockwaves in the league. Who would you put there?
That's for me. I'll just go straight forward. I think on the West is OKC and Cleveland in the East. I think those are the two teams that have come to play this season. They are coming and they're like, you know what, this is it. And I think if they keep up and if they maintain the status, they'll be way, way, way ahead. Yes.
I agree with you. But I want to just put in this team, the New Orleans Pelicans. I think the return of Zion Williams, and he even lost weight, bro. The return of Zion Williams, if he remains healthy the entire season, and they also signed for DeJounte Murray. If they remain healthy, bro, that's a team to watch. I've been watching their games. They're playing beautiful basketball. I love that team. I love how they have the chemistry. I love Zion Williams and his explosive, offensive nature. I'm gonna push the Pelicans card, and if their biggest challenge, they're racing against being healthy. But if that team is healthy, bro, that's a team to watch this season. And who's your player to watch? Before you go to your player to watch, I just want to put some shout out here to a few of the top performers, bro. Paulo Banchero. It's unfortunate that he got an injury, bro, but this kid has been balling.
That was my player to watch anyway. That was the player I was saying is the player to watch this season. That's the player who will have sent Orlando Magic to like the depths of hell this season. But bro, he might be out for the rest of the season.
I know. He tore his Achilles or what?
No, he tore his oblique. Do you know, without Google, do you know where is the oblique?
Oblique.
Yeah, tell me which body. No, I just want to see, because I thought somebody told me the oblique and I started picturing. Bro, do you know where the oblique is? This is the oblique. So you know, too much of this. Eh? I think, and now I had like, for him to heal, they put like a brass plate inside to hold on to the oblique. I didn't know this is the oblique, bro. I thought oblique. I started looking at tendons in the leg and the joints. I was told you're looking at the wrong place, bro. If I was a doctor, I would be fired. If I was an intern. Bro, I never knew oblique is on the, like, rib area. Yeah, and it made sense because, you know, as an NBA player and he's a shooter, too much of doing like this. You know, that fade away. So, how do you even tell it? Like, maybe stretched too hard or too much stretching? Then you just see a...
What I noticed, and what one time, because I also tore my labrum.
Okay, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. It's just that I'm trying to picture. Where is the labrum?
So the labrum is you see how your shoulder is. Yeah. So the labrum
joint. It's like a joint.
Yeah. So the labrum is a muscle. If you Google it, it's a muscle that helps hold your shoulder socket in place.
Bro, this body is of the Lord.
And the way I tore it is the most funniest way. I tell people this story and they laugh.
You tore your labrum. Tell me that story. How did you tear your labrum? Were you doing the thing? You look shy. Oh, okay.
I went to my friend's birthday party. Okay.
Okay.
So when we got there, I had a gift for him.
Okay.
Something told me to carry this gift because it was a dinner. Something told me to carry this gift to the hotel. But something again told me just leave it in the car, then it will act as a surprise. Okay. Now, we went ate our dinner. Now it was time for presents, so I walked back to my car to go grab this gift. And I kid you not, I swore I thought I had that gift on the passenger seat, at the front seat. So I went on the passenger side, opened the car door, and searched for the gift. I didn't find it. Then I leaned inside to tap the back seats. Okay. Whatever had happened, I think during the process I was driving, the how do you call it?
The gift.
The gift was at the back seat, and then it fell under the driver's seat.
Okay.
So I tapped, and I kind of felt, searching the whole driver's seat, it wasn't as I searched on the ground. I was sure I had this gift. I didn't leave it at home. So I went to lean, touch the, search it on the floor of the car, but from the passenger side. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I could feel something under the driver's seat. So I'm like, okay, I cannot reach it from this side. Let me go to the other side. So on the process of me going back, I felt something like a wave or a wind just passed me on my left side. And this shoulder remained locked for like 5 seconds. That was the second most painful moment in my life.
Yeah.
I just felt like a wind had passed, and for 5 seconds I could not move. Then after 5 seconds, I could make some slight movements. So I went to the other side, got the gift. But by the time I was going back to the dinner table, everybody saw me walking in a different way because it was still painful. I could still feel it. But people were wondering, what happened to you? I'm like, how do I start explaining this to you? Even I'm explaining it to you right now, and you're like, how is that? So anyway, because I told people all this story, and people are like, bro, you weak and this and that. So when I went to see a professional,
They just realized.
and this is what made me understand how laymen see stuff and how professionals see stuff are different. In everybody's lips, they were like, bro, what is that? You're so weak. How can you just tear your labrum like that?
Yeah, you're a weak man.
Exactly.
I would say that too. That would be me.
What I was made to understand is, and sometimes you see even players, he was running and then all of a sudden he just stops. And you're like, what happened? How did he just stop? Like, no. Like the other day, let me give you an example. The other day, James Weissman, was it James Weissman? He used to be, he was drafted number 1 pick with the Warriors, and then injuries, the Warriors traded him. He tore his Achilles without anybody touching him. He wasn't even running. Did you see that injury?
Wait.
He was walking, he was backpedaling slowly. Contactless injury. And when the scan came out, he had torn his Achilles. Now he's out for them.
Oh, the same happened with Giannis too, with his calf.
Exactly. So you can have, especially if you're engaged in sports,
Yeah.
you can have contactless injuries. And like mine was a contactless injury. And what this means is how our body is composed. Sometimes our bodies are imbalanced. So if you're not aware how imbalanced your body is, some muscle, and this imbalance causes compensation from the other muscle. So like what I was being told is my left side is more stronger than my right side.
Oh,
Okay.
so your left is stronger.
Yes. It's something I know. It's something I mean, at the back of my mind I know, because even when I was playing basketball, I play with my left side. When I'm even lifting at the gym, my left side, I feel like it has more strength than my right side. So what that means is, every time I'm lifting a heavy load, my left side is trying to compensate for the weakness that my right side is having. What that means, it's overworking the muscles on my left side, but I don't know. You feel me? So in the process, if these muscles are overworked, at some point, even you, when you're overworked, you will crash.
Yeah, you need a
So
break. Yeah.
you just need a tiny movement. Nobody needs to push you. If that muscle is overworked, nobody needs to push you. It's just a tiny movement and it's gone. So, like you said, the banchero, you're trying to figure out, oh, maybe he overworked some certain muscles, maybe the oblique muscle. And because he's engaged in a physical activity, these are the consequences of now having putting your body through certain motions. So and that's why you see gyms are super expensive, chiropractors are expensive, because these people deal with your muscles. And if you notice about sports, if you watch the starting five, there's that trainer, LeBron trainer, who's worked with them for the longest. And what they do is they target every muscle, because I kid you not, majority of us, and that's what I was made to aware, our bodies are not proportional. We are imbalanced. Either one side is taller than the other, one side is shorter, the other side is stronger. So when you're working out, when you're engaged in a physical exercise, you have to understand your body, and you can't understand your body unless you meet a professional who evaluates you and work and target specific muscles before you go to the general workout. So sometimes we go to the gym, you just want to lift, and go home and feel like, yeah, I went to do exercise today. What you don't know is, yes, you're working out, yes, you're gaining these muscles, yes, all this, but and that's why you see people who train, professional trainers, they're not a heavy build. I don't know if you've noticed. You find somebody's just like, and then you wonder, how can you train me? Because when they're working out, they're not working out to heavy lift or to ego lift. They're working out, and they're working out specific muscles and targeting they're trying to make the body as proportional as it can for the flexibility of them showing it to you. If they're heavy, there's that imbalance. But if they're flexible enough, then all this. So when you subscribe to a workout, if you're doing it by yourself, chances are the amount of injuries you're going to get, and that's why LeBron is given all these kind of. People say he uses a ton of money to work on his body, and he doesn't have major injuries because he has invested in people to make him understand his body. You feel me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I understand Banchero. That might have just happened because maybe it was overworked or something.
Yeah, because it was a contactless injury. He just stopped in the middle of the field and said, hey, I need time out. And he never came back.
Exactly. I don't know if you have something for me, Chief. But
let me see here. So
as you're checking, something is going to happen on Tuesday. We just have to brush and mention something about it. On Tuesday, the United States of America are having an election.
Yeah.
On the red side, on the red corner, we have Donald J. Trump.
Yes.
On the blue corner, punching heavyweight, we have Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. From heart of the matter, we wish you both candidates all the best. We won't endorse any candidate. May the best candidate win. And may, after the best candidate has won, may peace prevail upon America.
Yes.
May democracy prevail upon America, because going by the last election, things didn't go as anticipated. But may this election bring peace, may it bring harmony, and above all, may it bring unity. America is as divided as those two things down there, sitting apparatus.
Oh. I hear you, Chief, and yeah, let's have a peaceful election. Let's have a nice transition. And the good thing is, the transition doesn't happen until January.
January.
Yeah, so we are looking forward to see how everything works and may everything happen in the right manner. I don't want to talk much about politics, but I hope that whatever happens, it goes the right way.
Yeah.
And we get someone who will truly do justice to the people. Chief, before I go in, let me just, I need to grab something. This thing is dying here on me, but I don't want to even hang up. I just want to grab something, but I wanted to just tell these people while I go grab that a charger for my tab here.
Okay, so you want me to, okay.
Yeah, just talk to them here for a minute. Dwayne Wade statue. What do you think?
Dwayne Wade statue. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to confirm when this happened. Just give me a second. Yes. Dwayne Wade statue was launched this week. And if you're familiar with basketball, you understand that Dwayne Wade is a legend of the Miami Heat. They retired his jersey. He won 3 championships with that franchise. He's done things that a lot of people argue to be one of, he will go down as a great Miami Heat player. So the Heat, despite retiring his jersey sometime in 2020, 2021, thereabout, they decided to honor him with a statue. Ladies and gentlemen, in Dwayne Wade's words, okay? In Dwayne Wade's words, he said he's biased and that is the best statue he's ever seen. But to be honest with you, critics are arguing that whatever thing was made for Dwayne Wade, it's not Dwayne Wade, it's somebody else.
But do you think that is Dwayne Wade?
I don't. And
You
until my first interaction with it was I saw a picture of it, okay, online, and then I think the cameraman gave me a view of the statue. So I was wondering, what is this? And then is when now. So I was trying to put my head around and think, what exactly is this? Who is this that is being honored? Because the jersey looks familiar, but the face I can't recognize. Until now, the shot turned to Dwayne Wade. That's when I was like, oh, okay. Okay. I don't want to judge. I just want to give our Heart of the Matter members something I saw yesterday. That Columbia College is using Dwayne Wade statue to distract Yale kickers. So you see how American football,
Yeah.
when you're doing a field goal,
Yes.
okay, they put, there's a screen behind them. So when Yale University football team were going to kick a field goal, Columbia decided to put at the background where the Yale guy was to kick facing, they decided to put a picture
Of Dwayne Wade.
statue. Ladies and gentlemen, they're using Dwayne Wade statue to scare people.
So, Chief, I'll say this. One thing is that thing the whole world can tell that is not Dwayne Wade. I can, without any doubt, bro, if you bring that picture without the stats, the jersey and stuff, nobody can say, this is Dwayne Wade, And it got me thinking, bro. I think.
And you mentioned something, just hold that thought. You mentioned something. And I heard somebody say that they had to put Dwayne Wade's statue behind the statue so that we
know who it is.
We know who it is. So that the stats can talk about who that person is and not the statue. But go on.
Yeah, I was really against it until I saw another video of Dwayne Wade actually going through and approving that statue before it was mounted.
Oh, yeah?
Yes! I'll share. Didn't I share that thing with you? I was shocked. I was shocked. He approved it and said, let it go. Bro, but you know, Chief, at this point, I'm even doubting if Abraham Lincoln was really the way we see him to be.
I know, bro.
I'm wondering if the first president of the nation, Mr. Washington, is exactly the way we see him in the pictures. Because if you can just sculpt something and put it and tell people this was the first or greatest president and it stays, how can we be sure, bro? Maybe Abraham Lincoln can come back and say, this is who you think I was. Maybe Abraham Lincoln had a round face, not a thin, slender one.
At this moment,
I'm doubting everything now.
when you say that, that's up for debate. Because
Chief.
But let me see if we can. I think let me just counter that, bro. Are you trying to say that we should not believe the statue of Dwayne Wade to be true than the Dwayne Wade we know? Because these are two different people.
No, because Chief, I'm in the year 2084. And I'm a Miami Heat fanatic. In 2084. And every time I go to watch this game, I look at the legends. And I see, oh, this is Dwayne Wade. Bro, that is not him. In my picture, in my head, in history books, we'll be seeing him. But that's not him, you see? Bro, history, this is how they rob history from us.
I feel you, bro. I think, and this is not the first statue people are complaining about, but I feel like these people who make statue, what beef do they have with people?
I don't know, bro. I just have no idea. I don't know. And I think this is a time, like, if you're out there and you're a sculptor, a true sculptor, this is the time to go out and market yourself in the best way possible. Sculpt someone.
Who do we blame? You said Dwayne Wade approved it. Who do we blame at this point? Do you blame Dwayne Wade?
I was about to blame, because that's the thing. Almost 10 people had to look at this thing before it is put in front of the stadium. So all these people looked at it and they were like, yeah, this is it. That's not it, bro. In fact, I might go to Miami in person just to give it a closer look.
Let's assume that until we go to Miami, let's assume that the pictures are not doing it real justice. We're in the hay stages of this podcast today.
Yeah.
Is it hay or
the sunset? Say sunset stages.
Sunset.
Yeah, because I'm supposed to do something with you immediately after this podcast. So,
yes.
Let us.
At the beginning of this season, we made everybody selected their teams. If you go to our profile, you'll see those teams. I just want to give us, after 7 games, 6 games, 5 games averagely. So after 6 games averagely into the season, I want to give our fans how our teams are faring. At the other losing corner, the red corner that we know, Man Greg's team has 86 points. Thank you. You're clapping for doing nothing. On the blue corner, the winning team has 99, just 1 point shy of 100. And we're going to get it tonight.
Now listen,
Because
I'm not a worried man. Bro, it's too early. We have 78.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man has been trailing from day one.
No. I was leading for the first 5 games, and I remember in our first podcast, I was celebrating. You were crying. We were 33 and 29. I remember very well that scoreline. So don't say I was trailing from day one.
Go back to that podcast and listen to it.
I will.
was leading.
No, bro, the first week I led. But anyway, imagine, you said it like you were going to say 150 or something, but only you leading with less than 10 points, bro. I can get that in a day.
It's not less than, it's 13 points. I'm leading with 13 points. But be it as it may, just
with 70
playing games.
With 73 games to go.
Okay.
I'm not a worried man.
It's funny how most of your players have played a lot of games and you're still trailing. And
Let
that's
them
what's
play.
giving me an advantage.
We are warming up, Chief.
Okay.
But I have a question for you. Now that you
Yes.
are spreading rumors. Bro, have you ever been choked with an ice cube?
I don't eat ice cube.
Bro, so I got choked with an ice cube. That is the most funniest experience, but almost near death.
How? Wait. Did you swallow a big ice cube?
Yes.
what
You know those ice cubes, the way you go to ice machine and then you get ice cubes? So, sometimes when it's hot and, sometimes when you're working and stuff, you're like, you know what? I don't want to go all the way to the fountain, so I can just swallow 2 ice cubes and let them melt slowly in the mouth. So you hydrate with ice cubes instead of drinking water. I know, don't look at me like I'm a weird creature. But anyway, so this day, I'm not a rookie in this thing. I'm experienced. So bro, I don't know, I took the first one, it was okay. The second one, it slipped in my tongue and went straight down to the throat. Now, listen to this. Now, let me tell you how it was fun. It wasn't a big one. I had already sucked it for a bit, so it was a little slippery. And it wasn't as big as it is when it is raw. So, apparently, when the ice cube goes there, bro, you have to stay very still so that it doesn't go to the wrong hole, trachea and abdomen. Because if it drops in your lungs, you are done for. So, you just stay still and wait for it to melt. So I stood there for about 45 seconds, just feeling it melt and drip. it was near death, but don't swallow ice cubes.
I'm glad I have you here today.
Oh, you think I was going?
Bro, that's scary, bro.
Oh,
Bro, let me tell you one thing about this thing called health. These things, like you say, if that thing would have made a mistake to go to the wrong hole, we would be having different conversations.
yes.
Bro, for the longest, we take, and I'm just saying, I'm just generalizing. Sometimes we take life for granted to the things we just take casually, right?
Yeah,
And
we
you're like,
assume.
You're like, you get.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that life-threatening, but look at, bro, if that thing would have gone to the,
Yeah, we would be. Oh yeah, I couldn't breathe. But it could melt still. That's the thing.
What are we going to say? That Greg was killed by an ice cube.
But I thank God I'm here, right?
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, yeah. So to finish off, Chief, let me say this before we go.
Yes.
I think I'm old, or I've gotten to that stage where I can no longer watch a movie without subtitles, bro. Yes, they're speaking in English, but if I'm not looking at the subtitles, I keep adding the volume or asking, or pulling it back. And it is sweeter. It's like I'm watching and reading a novel at the same time.
That is your problem, one. Don't add us.
No, I'm not alone. People in this podcast, you know what I'm talking about, right? You're in that stage where if you watch a movie and there is no subtitles, you feel like you're missing it as much as you are 100% sure they're speaking English. Or they're speaking a language you can understand. You still just wanna, what is that new obsession, bro? And research, people have done research, bro. And there's a big percentage of people in this world who now, they really need subtitles when watching a movie.
Personally, from experience, multitasking is not my forte.
Oh, so you just wanna hear them and watch.
Let me just hear and watch. If you want to add me things to read, that will be the end of it. I've gotten to that stage where if it is a 2-hour-long movie, we might watch it twice.
Oh, 1 hour
1 hour.
break. I do that for 3-hour movies because sitting for 3 hours straight is a lie. That's why I never went to watch any movie that I see is more than 3 hours. I wait for it on streaming.
And that's why personally I prefer series than movies.
And I think, bro, these movies places, they should have like a break. A break if it's a movie is 3 hours long. After 1 hour 30 minutes.
Like Oppenheimer.
Yeah, like Oppenheimer, bro. I watched that movie in 2 sittings. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like when it gets to that point, like in the peak of the series, when it's about to do the shift, they pause and say, here is a 15 minutes break to get more snacks or use the bathroom. So people run back and come back and sit, and the movie continues in 10, 9. And then they bring it back like 10 seconds so we catch up. And then it continues.
That is your field. That is your area of specialization. Talk to me. Do you think you can win the fans with that?
No.
Remember the people who binge watch. So if you give them those books, they
Yeah, and I know some people who, people have schedules, bro. So they know, okay, this movie is 2 hours, I should be back by 9, done.
Yeah.
And that's why here, when movie starts at 7, ding, the movie starts. I just don't like sometimes when they say movie starts at 7. Have you ever gone to a movie, bro, and you watch 55 trailers before the movie begins?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, it's good because you're like, I'll come watch this up. I don't know the last time I was in a theater, bro. But
you don't?
Like, I'll come watch this, I'll come watch this, watch this, and then you take another 6 months before you come. And those movies are already released and they're even out of... But anyway...
The theaters nowadays
personally, my preference is series, not movies. Because
but
series, if it's like, I would say 20 minutes, 40 minutes, I can sit for that and do it. But movie 2 hours, like I said, I struggled with that 2 hours. And unless I have company, then If I don't have company.
But the new breed, because of videos like TikTok and Reels, the attention span of the human being is reduced drastically.
That's true.
So that's why people prefer, like if the movie doesn't click in the first 10 minutes, bro, they switch.
They're switched off. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Chief, you said you are the host. You finish it.
It's been real, my brother. It's always amazing to have you.
Yes.
Appreciate you taking time to just come and share your thoughts with us. I wish the Bucks the best of luck to keep on struggling this season. I think that's the most amazing thing I've had this entire week. I've been your host today, the one and only Omosh TM. Remember what we talked about at the beginning, that the Lakers are the champs designate this season. Please like, subscribe to our channel, share, show us some love. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And it's always real to keep it real with you guys from Heart of the Matter.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Salute.